Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another episode. This is Expand the Fires show. That's right. Our goal is to expand those fires that burn through the barriers on the way to success. Because as you get bigger and stronger, the barriers keep getting smaller. I am E2, and along with our special guest for today, we are here to rock your world. So let's get rolling and make those fires burn even higher. All right, and if that music didn't pump you up, here is a little bit that will. Who is our special guest for today? Check this out. She is an amazing, amazing woman, and you're going to find out more about her. So, just to give you a little bit of information, hear me out. She is a successful public relationship director and community outreach. We've never had somebody like this in the show, and I'm very happy to be able to talk to her in just a few seconds. So, she works in Alta Legal and Alianza Venezolana de Utah. She is from San Cristobal, Estado Táchira, Venezuela. We got more warm Hispanic blood here. Ooh, ready, get ready for the party, baby. Sí, la rumba caliente. Oh, baby. Okay. She is also the second youngest of 10 siblings. She had a happy childhood. She describes it that way, with her family growing up. But then time went on, and somewhere around the age of 31, she got divorced, finding herself literally homeless without any food or money to buy diapers for her 2-year-old baby. That's heartbreaking. But check it out, because this story continues on the road to success. Those were really hard. That was a really hard experience, she mentions, but in spite of it all, she considers it like something that made her grow a lot and help her discover how strong she actually was. How many people has she helped? Check this out. In 7 years of experience as a public relations director and community outreach, which is not the easiest job in the world, let me just say that. She has helped over 3,000 people to find the right type of help that they needed, whether it be for guidance and advice for education, schooling, medical services, as well as helping them get the things that they need for any and many more areas like the ones mentioned above, etc., etc. She is like an angel in town. She has an amazing, amazing heart, and she is also very disciplined, persistent, and carries her work with integrity. Most of it all. Those are her three most defining qualities. So please, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our special guest of the day, Mayra Molina.
Woo! Thank
Woo.
you.
You go, girl. We love you.
Amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hi. Wow, thank you for that great introduction. It was amazing. Thank you.
It was only deserved because you are an amazing woman. My God, just talking to you before the show, I went, Jesus Christ, this woman, went through some rough times, and here you are, on top of your game as a leader of so many people. So tell us what's your passion behind what you do.
Oh my gosh. My biggest passion is to help people. So I love it because it's a great feeling when when you do the right thing for them, and they come back. They have kids and they grow up and they have these big families, Latino families, and they come back and you're able to see them to the path of success. doing things
Right.
right, making their dreams come true. College, a house, education. So it's a big feeling, and I love it. That's my biggest passion.
Amazing. I can tell you're talking from your heart.
Oh, thank you.
you
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
feel that warmth, kind of like
It,
exuding, coming out.
yes, it is. Like you said, it's not an easy job. It's not, but when everything goes through, the right way, it's such a blessing. We're just happy. Yes,
You're an amazing person with a big heart. Now, here comes the questions. Are you ready?
yes,
So we're gonna dissect a little bit of different aspects of your life, so that we can let other people know, the audience know, what was behind your success, you know what drove you to where you're at, because it was a long journey, but here you are, an expert at what you do.
yes.
So tell me, when was the moment you realized something just had to change in your life?
Oh my gosh. Like you said before, at that moment when I got divorced and I found myself living in the streets with my daughter, we were sleeping in the car. And so one lady who knew me, she said, Myra, we have resources, for people like you. So you can go and visit them and see how you feel, and they can give you a hand to move on. I'm like, okay. So I visited them, and I was really surprised on how many help they offered me at that moment. That I was able, to find a job and to move on, to find a place to live, to have my daughter in school, etc., etc. And then as the time went by, I realized that something clicked inside of me. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I received. It was a blessing for me to receive that help at that moment. So I feel like it was my compromise to keep helping other people, like in my kind of like in my safe situation, or people they needed help in any moment. So I started helping people around me, like friends, and going to church, going to schools, doing donations. Like I remember have a little car, and then I put all the clothes and stuff they give it to me, and then I put it on my car, and then I drove to the families they needed. And little by little, it was just people start growing up, you know. So where I used to work, people would come from the other city, 45 minutes away, an hour away. They drove by to see me, to talk to me, and to have me explain, this is what you need to do, this is how you're gonna, what you need, what documents you need to do, or et cetera, for any process. So as this started growing, I started training myself, reading the process and knowing the laws, and contacting people. And let me tell you, at the beginning, it was really hard because nobody knew you, nobody trusts you. So it was hard on both sides to have the people trust me and to have the authorities trust me as well, to make sure
Right.
that I'm doing it right. So the first at the beginning, like everything else, it was really hard. I had to go, knock door by door, let me introduce myself and let me tell you what I do. And until they started coming and seeing the job that I was doing, and they finally opened the doors and do what we do. Yeah,
Hard work finally paid off,
it did. Yes.
like it always does.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's so somebody helped you, uh-huh, and then from there it just you know grew up on you to help others the same way.
Yes. So yes, it was not as it was. I didn't thought it's going to be as big as it is today. So I created this small organization in my area. It's called Venezolanos in Utah County. So Venezuelans in Utah County. So it's a small group, and I just created because it was so many people calling me and coming to see me, and I had to make appointments, and people volunteer. So I started doing like these meetings in the park. Let's talk about education. So these people will come on, and then some schools started to help me as well, to offer me their places. Even the Utah Valley University helped us in a few times.
Wow.
Do the things here. So my main goal was to explain to the parents how their kids were able to attend college, these Latino families. And and that's how it started. And it started growing, and it started growing, and it started growing, and it was more and more people. And then and he was so big. I I had so many volunteers and my team, my family, my daughter, my brother, everybody helped me. And one day I got a letter from the Attorney General here in Utah. And
Damn. Of
let me know, yeah, to let me know they were having an event and I was being awarded for my work in the community. So
course.
yeah, I was so blessed. And then I went to that we went to that meeting. I got my recognition. It was amazing. And then after that, we met um, with a few people, a team, the people they wanted to help us to kind of get together and do that as well. And that's when the Venezuelan Alliance of Utah started, back in
Wow.
2018. Yes. And we have a meeting and we put, the things in place and okay, we're going to do this. And at that moment, we have a lot of people and you need to have that passion, that driven to do it because sometimes you start and people goes away because it's nothing to do. I mean, like everything that we do, all this stuff that we do is free. We don't charge, or we don't get paid for it as well. So we started doing this, and some of those guys will come and do volunteer. They're still with us, and and it's amazing. I love it. And then I started. I was working in a bank, and then I met this family who I love very much, and they've been like my guidance through this as well.
Hmm.
So I remember him telling me every time that he went to the bank where I used to work to my boss because they were really good friends. They say, "Oh, I'm gonna steal Mayra from you one of these days."
And then he did.
Yeah, and then we joke, all the time about it. And then one day, he said, "Okay, that's it. You're done. Come on, you're coming with me." And I said, "Okay, so what are you offering me?" We talk about numbers, and yeah, and I said, "Yeah, you're gonna become, our public director of relationship and community outreach in our company." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I love doing this, and they're gonna pay me for it." Yes.
That's when a job is no longer a job. It's a
Yeah,
passion.
I love it. So yeah, so I started working with this law firm, Alta Legal. They have 4 offices in Utah, one in Arizona. So my job requires me to travel once in a while to Arizona. But I
Nice.
love it. I still helping people, we're still helping people, we're still doing the good things that people need. So I just love it.
What an incredible thing you're doing. Honestly, it's like I salute you. It's
Oh,
amazing what you do. I say it from the heart. It's I love helping community, and I've got different projects that I help with, but taking it to your level, it's almost like
yeah.
and doing living your life at the same time and having another job and everything else. It's just
Yeah.
it takes a lot of passion, so I respect that. Honest to God, from the bottom of my heart, you are amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. We just keep doing it. And the moment that I can say we finally did it, like we hit it big.
Yeah.
You know what, that type of moment that that, oh my gosh, I was worth it. 2 years ago, before the census, 2020 census in the United States.
Hmm.
So we got called to be part of the multicultural committee in the state of Utah. I was like,
Nice.
yes, we did it. So we were federal
Hey.
partners, and it just blew my mind. I probably cried like for half an hour when they told me.
Aw, of
So yeah, but I cried because I was happy. It was
course.
all of these years, all of this hard work. Um, they got recognized, and after that, was obviously like I told you. So we get calls,
See.
committees and meetings, and oh, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna discuss this education plan or health plan, or so they call us, and we're able to meet.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's almost hard to imagine that I mean, it doesn't sound like the nicest thing to say, but it's true. I mean, if something bad hadn't happened the way it happened to you, probably none of these would have
yeah.
come from it, and we wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here.
And
So
you are so right. I tell you my story no because I want to feel the pity, for people to me, because I realized that that wouldn't happen to me. I There's no way that I'm the woman that I am today.
Hmm.
Yes, I have an amazing job. I was able to buy my house. I was able to have my daughter in the best school ever, and and I keep growing, and all of my team. So we're growing together. That's my slogan. We're growing together. It's not just me. It's not just Myra. It's not just the organization. Mhm. So that makes me really proud. Yeah,
Wow. Wow.
I can tell you, I'm a strong woman.
You
So
are.
nobody's gonna come and mess up with me.
But what I love about you is that you can, like, the first impression that I get from you, and I'm sure everybody does, is that you are nice, you're warm, you're friendly, you're open. But then we go just a little deeper, just right under the surface, and one can easily tell that this is a big woman. She is big, she is tough, she is a warrior with like sugar coating on top.
Exactly. You are right. Yes. Tim easily can tell you that. It's just it's hard because, like I told you, once you're in this work, what I do, you need to have credibility, you know. And for me, like that integrity is the first thing. It's not playing around, and I try to keep it up because values are the main thing for Latino families. You know, like values, like
Mhm.
be honest, be on time, let's do this together. Donations, which happens in the past, like people can take brand new clothes, you know, with the sticker on, and like, oh no, 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 this is for donation. This is not for any of us. We need to make sure they get to the right people.
Wow.
Yes, so I'm like, nothing is gonna mess up my our job because it's many years to be where we at right now. So I'm like,
Mhm.
no, it's not way that I'm gonna mess it up just for one
Mm.
thing. Nobody's gonna.
There's the toughness. There's the toughness
Yeah,
right there, right there. It's just like no one's gonna mess up with my
nobody's gonna
baby.
come and mess up with me. And oh my gosh, yeah,
Okay, okay. Let's continue with the rest of the questions because we could be talking here all day, but I'm sure you
yeah,
got
yeah.
many things to do. So,
Sure.
what were the main challenges you had to overcome on your way to success?
On the way to success, let me tell you, my biggest challenge is to trust in myself, to believe in me, because you can have all the resources, all the tools that you can have, you know, they're made to help you. But if you don't believe in yourself and you don't have that passion to do it, nothing is going to happen. So that was my biggest challenge, to believe in myself. Like, and then when I look around and I turn around and I look everything that I was able to accomplish at that moment and every step of my career and my life,
Mhm.
and just I can believe it. I just like I put, you know, my dreams and my goals in the calendar, and I was able to accomplish it one by one. And like, oh my god, I never if you weren't talking to me 10 years before, like I wouldn't believe it that I was able to do it myself. You know, no waiting for somebody else, no expecting somebody else to do it for me, but just to do it by myself before myself. So that's the biggest challenge. Yeah.
Okay, so believe in yourself and just continue believing. That's the advice from
Keep on
that one.
believing in your goals. Don't stop believing in your goals.
Great, good.
Nothing is impossible. Yes,
Yeah,
yeah, no,
it just takes doing it and not giving up.
exactly.
Mhm. And what key things helped you overcome, the barriers that you encountered, including believing in yourself, but everything else as well. What key things?
Let me tell you, in my case, I feel like my ground, my base to do it, which is my values. Because if I was the person that I was doing things for money, I can be millionaire by now. I can tell you that.
Wow.
But no, I didn't. My values, I just want to have a happy life. You know, with my daughter, I wanted to be able to look at her eyes and to go to sleep every night, praying and thanking the universe for giving us all of these opportunities. So for me, that's really important. The values and the roots that you have from your family. You know, be honest, be all of these. Be loved, be kind, be humble. Uh,
Hmm.
so all of that is. I feel like that was my best my best basis to do that. Yes.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing fun. Yes, yes, I agree. I totally agree. Let's see the next one. Oh, here's one that you know, it almost. Well, I'm gonna throw it to you, but it's
Ooh,
almost like
okay, okay.
you've already told me so much about it. But here it is. What impact has your success had on others?
Oh, wow, wow, wow. Uh, so many testimonies. Like I told you, it makes me happy when a family's here and they're able to accomplish their goals. For all Latino families coming to America is like the dream come true. So once they're here, they want to go to college, they want to go to school. Many families they call me like people that I don't remember anymore, and I feel bad because so many people that I help, and they call me like, hey, my son graduated from college, or
Oh,
oh Mayra, we were able to buy that house, or Mayra, we were able to we become citizens, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. So I celebrate every step in the way. So yeah, yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, 3,000 people in just as few as 7 years. It's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people. My phone
And
never
it,
stops. My phone never stops. I'm telling you. My
well,
daughter, I feel bad for my daughter because sometimes, during the weekends, uh, they just take my phone away. Like, no, no phone, no this.
out the window. That's it, mom.
Yes, yes. But it's what we do. It's our job, and then we try to help people as much as we can because sometimes things happen. Like somebody's in a hospital, something like an emergency, like a real emergency, or
Yeah.
somebody died and they don't know what to do, which have happened. Yes, many many times. My family died. I don't know what to do. Um, I don't have the money to cover the expenses. Okay, let's help you out, and then we find the right help. Yeah.
Okay, good, good. A massive impact. Okay, good. Now, what is next for you? Like, what is your vision of the future?
Oh wow. You know what? I don't know, maybe because of the COVID and the 2021 thing and 2022. I've been asking myself that question. Seriously, in December and in January, I've been talking to my team like, well, we need to refocus, our goals, um, because we were able to accomplish everything that we wanted to, in the last couple of years. So we are seeing ourselves in the future, in another level, in a level that we are able to be in places that we can help take the best decisions for our community.
Mhm.
That's where I want to go because, um, like I told you, represent Latino representation in some areas they're like none. So I wanted to have community involved and to know how important it is that they can make an impact as well. Not just Myra, all together we can work together to make it happen. So that's how I see myself, at least for 2022. Let's see how it goes.
You're such a leader. I'm
Yeah,
sure you're gonna do amazing,
I told
amazing.
the guys it's funny because at the beginning, we used to go to these meetings and nobody knew you like by name.
Uh-huh.
And I said, well, I don't care. They're gonna say, okay, here it comes the Venezuelan girl who's fighting for everyone.
And now they do.
And now they know. Now I go to the meetings and they're like, oh hi Mayra, welcome back. I'm like, yeah,
There comes the Venezuelan Wonder Woman Amazon fighter.
yes, yes,
It's amazing.
yes.
Mhm. Here's the final question. Mhm. And this is my favorite one.
Ooh,
So be ready, okay?
okay,
Take your time. Take your time for this one.
okay.
If you could go back in time and tell your past self the most important advice to be successful, what would that be?
Never give up.
You go, girl.
Never give up. I have met people that I never dream of meeting. I've been in meetings with people that I will never thought they're gonna listen to me. And never give up. That's my advice. And as you might be in a situation that's super, super bad, like real bad in your life, but after that, I learned that everything happens for a reason to teach you something. So how many times you're in a situation that you're like, I don't want this in my life, but it's there. You know what I mean? Like popping you in your head, like here I am. And then you need to make those choices and make those decisions that are going to help you to grow.
Hmm.
You have two options, either to grow or to sink with it.
Hmm.
So it's up to you. The choice to be happy is always up to you. Don't let that enhance other anyone. No, that's only up to you. If you want to be happy, if you want to be do what you love, if you want to go to school, if you're many things, whatever you want to be, just do it. Just be happy. Life is too short. I told my daughter, life is too short, and time flies. I can believe my daughter's going to be 14. I can believe it. It's,
Wow.
it's just amazing, and I want to inspire that because, like you said, maybe in the future I'm going to do something else. But people that behind me, I want to leave that legacy for them. Never
Right.
give up. Keep dreaming. Keep working. For those people that have businesses out there, hey, you're doing it. That's a big step. It takes a lot of courage to come and say, I'm going to do it.
Oh yeah.
It takes a lot of courage, and people don't see it that way, but it does. So that's some way to teach. That's saying something about yourself, that you're teaching yourself to do it and you're coming and gonna do it right. So keep on moving. Never give up. Never, never ever.
Amazing. So let's see. We got never give up, believe in yourself, and if I would put it in words, I would say never settle for your comfort zone.
Oh yes. Yes. If you like I told you, if you met me 10 years before, I was really shy. Really shy. Like I was really uncomfortable being around people, and talking about topics, whatever it was, the weather, whatever. And
Wow.
I was really uncomfortable. And then like my comfort zone. And then I started like, no, this is not, I cannot stay here. And then this is that sense of, how can I say, achievement that you're
Right.
always looking for the best, never settle. You're right. So keep working for your best version. Every day is an opportunity. And you have good days and you have really terrible bad days.
Hmm.
But that doesn't define you. So sink it in, let it think, and make your process again like, okay, here we go again. If we have a
Correct.
bad day, tomorrow's gonna be way better. Keep
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, okay. So you just inspire me something. Let me tell you what it is.
Okay.
It's almost like what happens to you doesn't define you.
No.
What you do to accomplish what you want, that gives you character.
Yes. You are 100% right. Yes. And like I told you, I like to tell my story because a lot of people, they have the resources and like, oh, I'm not able to do it. I'm not going to be able to make it. No. And it's not pity love. You are able. And it's a process. And I know for some people, for me, it took probably a couple years to realize that.
Mhm.
So for other people, takes 20 years. For other people, will take a year or less. So everybody has a process, and we are all capable to do amazing things.
Mhm. I
Just
totally agree with you. It's better to go at it, and try to get the trying to fight the bull by the horns
yes.
than reaching an age where all you've got left is looking back and saying, "I wish I would have tried harder."
Oh my gosh, no. Yes. I tell my daughter that and everyone that. Can you imagine living a life when you, I don't know, when you get old? And then you look back and you say, "Oh, I always dreamed to do, I don't know, jump in an airplane and I never did it."
Mhm.
Imagine that must be really, really frustrating that
Oh
you're not
yeah,
able to do
yeah.
anything that you wanted to. So
But I think jumping from an airplane, it's a good thing to do. But imagine if you had to look back and say, I wish I would have built a family. I wish I would have made an impact on society. I
yes.
wish I would have been brave enough to learn what I actually wanted to do and have the courage to do it, whether that was becoming a rock star or, a lawyer or government or president. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's just, I do strongly believe that before death, we will look back and measure ourselves by what we decided to accomplish and our level of success at reaching that goal.
Totally agree. Yes. So that's why it's so important. Like I said before, don't, it's always your decision. It's
Mhm.
always your choice. It's always your choice. And um, being in this culture kind of helped me realize that too, because women are independent here. In Latin America, they teach us like you're gonna get married forever and that's it. But here you have tools, and for the guys as well. They make you grow. You can go to college at any age. You can find a job at any age. You can learn and grow. So, yeah, I'm 100% with you on that. Can you imagine, like, looking back and be happy with yourself, be happy with your life? I
Mhm,
did it. I was able to do it.
mhm.
So it's amazing.
You are doing it, girl. You're going for everything that you dream, and my God, you seem unstoppable. So thank you very much, Mayra, for everything that you gave us today. It was of so much value. It was very, very interesting. And I'm always happy to hear stories like yours. They are special stories. They're
Yes.
not just every person story. It's a special story with a special type of fire within, inspiration.
Thank you.
Ese poquito de rumba que lleva adentro, mamá.
Yes, thank you. And, I'm here anytime. You can call me anytime. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You're such a sweetheart. And now I just want to officially announce to you that you have now become part of our Expandifiers tribe, and we salute you as such.
Woo, woo, woo. Thank you.
It was amazing having you here in the show, Myra. You are such an inspiration, and I just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
And for all of you watching this video or listening to it, I just want to say get inspired and go at it. And don't forget to check our website at expandifiers.com to find out all that we can do to help you grow stronger and reach all the goals that you want to achieve with your business or company, because you deserve to go big and make an impact. That's right. So, see you in the next one. And Myra, thank you very much again. You are amazing.
Thank you.
And let's just keep those fires burning higher. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. And bye bye.